Good evening, everyone. It's great to be speaking to you all tonight and to be able to send my congratulations to two really good friends that I've had the privilege of working with for a long time. Secretary Bob McDonald and my good friend I've known for years, Congressman Patrick Kennedy. Bob, when President Obama asked you to come along for the ride, we asked a lot of you. We asked you to leave a significant job and take on an even more consequential job in a real moment of crisis for veterans. Our returning veterans were facing a literal crisis, and we asked you to come and fix it. It wasn't at all surprising that to either one of us that you didn't hesitate. For you and I share the same view that we have many obligations as a country, but as a government, but only one sacred obligation: to care and equip those who we send into harm's way, and to care for them and their families when they come home. And, you know, and history's going to show, Bob, that you were the right man at the right time, at the right moment, because you understood the obligation from both sides. A West Point graduate, a warrior yourself, you wore the uniform proudly. And as a citizen who understands our collective obligation, you were personally engaged, and you care about the veterans. You know, I don't think I can offer any higher praise of your time as secretary than the fact that the major veterans organizations wanted you to stay on. They wanted you, Bob, would you stay? The head of the AMVETS even said, we all want McDonald. We feel we can trust him. Everybody trusts you, Bob. Everybody. And everything you've done for the country, for all you've done both in uniform and out, this award is richly deserved, so congratulations. And Patrick, Congressman, I've known you and your family for a long time. Remember those days when you were kids, my son Bo, who's passed, and my son Hunter, and you would sit with me and your dad in the Kennedy Center watching some production, and you were all kids, but you bonded then, just like I bonded with your dad. And you know, Patrick, my incredible high regard for your entire family. My dad was my primary mentor, but you know, a guy who came close was your dad. He wasn't that much older than me, but he took care of me. He took care of me when I came as a 29-year-old kid. And my God, was he proud of you. And I think he's even prouder now looking down and seeing the strength and courage you're exhibiting and helping so many people. You're reaching out to help millions of people in this country shed the stigma that has been associated with mental health care. You've been one of the prime movers of us coming out of the shadows and acknowledging that mental health is as consequential as physical health and should be treated the same way. And what your advocacy has done for the hundreds of thousands of veterans, brave women and men who were trained never to complain, never explain, never ask for help, stand up, be brave, to say, I'm not ashamed, Nanny. I'm not ashamed to ask for help. They're entitled to the help. And it's no different than if they lost their arm or their leg. The last 15 years have taken an enormous toll on thousands of families. I carry a card in my pocket, you know this, Bob, that I list every day, have them check with the Defense Department and tell me exactly how many were killed to date in Iran and Iraq. So far, 6,764, 52,471 wounded, but well over 300,000 coming home with unseen wounds, needing attention as urgently and care as urgently as the physical wounds. You've been their champion, Patrick, when they needed one. You've helped change the conversation. You're still changing it through your work with the Kennedy Forum. And we're all better for it. So, Patrick, congratulations, and keep fighting the good fight. And count me in. Count me in as long as you're doing it. Finally, on behalf of my wife, Jill, who couldn't be with me today, she wanted to say thanks to PsychArmor for always being there. Jill and Michelle started an organization to help military families. And Jill was so impressed by the work PsychArmor did with her Educate the Educators initiative, helping train teachers to recognize the unique needs and experience of military children in a classroom filled with children who have no idea what they're going through when their mom or dad was deployed, because only 1% represent our country. And as you know, the other 99%, though, have an obligation. We have an obligation to that 1%. And when parents can feel confident their children are being taken care of by their teachers and caregivers who understand. When that person deployed knows that they're helping them understand what it means for mom or dad to be away, when they know that there are resources out there to help, it really, really matters. So keep up the good work, PsychArmor, and thanks for everyone here tonight for supporting such a great organization. And guys, congratulations, you're the best.